How's it going, guys? Siphon here, and welcome back to some more Heart of the Woods demo version. We haven't finished it yet. I had like about 2 gameplays of this so far. It's been pretty freaking amazing. This game is freaking cool. If you guys have missed the first 2, don't worry. I'll leave either the iShit at the top of the screen, or I'll leave links in the description so you guys can check out the previous versions of these gameplays. So far, the last episode, we actually got to meet the ghost for the first time. Abigail is her name. And we got to, like, experience life with Abigail a little bit. And there was a time skip. So now Abigail can speak to us and actually touch us. So that's a complete different change. I don't know how long this is going to be. And I keep saying that at the beginning of every gameplay I do with this game. So far, it struck me for a demo version for it to be so long. But I love it. Not even trying to say it. I'm not trying to, like, make it seem bad. It's just, I love it. I love that it's this long. And I hope you guys are enjoying it, too. So without further ado, let's jump into the shot! That's something I can't even imagine. And really, I don't mind. Wonderful. I remember the name I gave her, okay? She smiles so brightly at me, it almost hurts. It's not fair that something so simple should be so meaningful to her. But she just skips back over to me and grabs my hand like nothing happened. Clearly the embarrassing act was just a charade. Honestly, she's just easier to read than the book in the church. I let her indulge herself for a moment, but she's completely engrossed that I feel like we could be here for hours while she basks in the novelty of it. Not that it'd be a problem, but... well, I'm not used to being fawned over like this. Anyway, you were gonna show me something? Oh yeah. It's something very special. I think that you'll enjoy it. Lead the way. We lock eyes, and for a second I think she's gonna say something, but whatever it is, she changes her mind and just smiles and nods. She tugs a little at my hand as she turns around. Oh, and we run. The fuck? I'm borne along by her boundless enthusiasm and surely more than a little magic. The trees fly by at a blur and possibly flash, just like being on a train again. Like snowflakes, they melt into my vision faster than I really notice. The speed is some gift of the forest, I imagine, a consolation for what it's done to me. Our footsteps are formless against the snow. We're walking in the air. It's the same as when I first met Abby. That feels like an eternity ago. I guess technically it was a lifetime ago. I have no idea how far we've run, nor how far we're going, but we're surely deep into the trees, deeper than even Morgan's likely ever dared to go. There's no pain in my legs or my lungs. This is easier than walking. As we go, I try to push aside all the worries and tensions. Frankly, everything about the situation out of my head just for a little while. Just for now, I want to enjoy this, for my own sake, for Abby's sake. Though it surely isn't hard, Abby manages to never let go of my hand. She's constantly pulling me forward, keeping me near her. I'm not sure how it's possible, but it seems like she's focused entirely on me, while also being focused just as much on the path ahead. I wonder if I'll ever be able to split my attention like that. I can't even boil water and chop vegetables at the same time, so I have trouble thinking of anything other than her. The gentleness of her grip, the light and joyful way she moves across the ground, the certainty with which she pulls me forward. Every so often she turns around and makes sure I'm still there, though I'm sure she's very aware of our interlocked fingers. Each time she looks back, I smile at her, and each time she looks away with a blush. We run for so long that I feel we must have crossed the whole forest by now. We run for so long that I start to wonder if we'll ever stop. Where are we going? I yell, even though my breathing is strained at all. It's just a little bit further. All around us, the snow glistens and sparkles in the rising sun. We must look like we're in a Christmas card right now. Finally, Abby slows down until we're walking at a regular pace. I fall into step beside her, rather than just behind, and she lets go of my hand. There's something different about where we are. At first, I only noticed this vaguely uneasy feeling, like we're being watched. Abby seems oblivious or indifferent. Something in the corner of my eyes, but when I turn my head, there's nothing there. It happens again, this time on the other side, but there's still nothing. Birdsong can be heard from in the woods, sounding like tittering laughter. It's not a bird that I'm familiar with. What's going on? Where are we? We're almost there, I promise. What exactly is there? Please, just trust me. You'll see soon. Trust her? I've been doing that since I met her, and look where that got me. Out here, though, it's not as if I have any other choice. Wordlessly, we keep walking. Strange streaks of color decorate some of the trees like paint. Icicles dangle from branches that seem to give off a strange glow. When I get closer to inspect one, though, the glow dims. Madison? Abby paused a little ways ahead while I'm examining the flora. Sorry, I'm coming. You'll understand in a moment, I promise. That's the second time she's promised. I would never do anything to hurt you. I just want you to be surprised. I sigh and I force a smile. Okay. I do my best to ignore the discomfort, the creeping fear of the unknown, and I'm not especially good at it. Finally, though, the path starts to widen as the trees grow further apart. Just ahead, I can see where they spread into a clearing, much like the one where I first met Abby. And we pass through the line of trees. I finally see what it is she wanted to show me. Here, in the middle of the forest, is a small pond that must be at least as magical as the girl beside me. Its waters are calm and still, but not frozen. Despite the clear blue sky overhead, the water is salmon pink, the color of a sunset. Surrounding the pond and surrounding us are trees of similar pink and lavender hues as the water. Is it like some cherry blossom shit going on? Like it getting in the water too? I mean, that's cool. Maybe it's reflected the cherry blossom trees. No snow adorn their branches, though again a few icicles hang from them. Their shapes are twisted and strange and give off the same glow as before. Grass underfoot fights to break through the snow. Not too far away, right at the edge, a deer and her fawn drink. They look up as we approach, staring straight at us, but then disregard us and return to quenching their thirst. Abby was right. I could see why she brought me here. It's beautiful, isn't it? The tranquil and serene. This place does feel like an escape from the rest of the forest. I wonder if any mortal human has ever stepped foot here. I wouldn't be surprised if not. Who made it this way? The lights, the laughter, the fleeting emotions. I'm sure they're all related. Abby takes a deep breath and I expect her to change the subject or give a cryptic answer again. But it's very straightforward. Fairies. The forest responds. The trees sway, leaning forward to listen. There's a sound like a ringing bell, but I'm not sure if I'm imagining it. Fairies? Abby nods. Then she laughs. Don't trouble yourself with them, though. We'll likely never see them. They live all throughout the forest, but this place is special to them, just like it is to me. We share it, in a sense. Have you seen them? Yes, many times. She says it so casually that I'm reminded of Morgan, telling us about spirits talking and talking cats. My heart pangs at the thought. It seems so long ago. What are they like? They're similar to wasps. Like I said, don't worry about them. Oh, do come look at this, though. She hurries over to a bush near the trees, crouching over a little. I humor her and follow. Hello, little ones. She coos over something that I can't see until she steps aside to make room. Madison, look. There's a small bird's nest tucked into the branches, nearly imperceptible against the tangle of sticks. A couple small chicks chirp to themselves, waiting for their mother to return. Abby presides over them with a content smile, looking as proud as if they were her own kids. Precious, aren't they? Yeah, they're really cute. One of them turns and fixes a beady eye on us. It watches us intensely for a moment before deciding we're not as interesting enough. I'm barely paying attention to them. I look around expecting to see a glitter of wings or pixie dust, but there's nothing besides Abby and the birds. I used to think that perhaps it would make their mothers unhappy. They never seem to mind either. They're quite friendly, in fact. Abby glances over at me, expecting a response. What was that? Just chit-chat. Sorry, I'm just preoccupied. She smiles and nods sagely. I understand. Abby takes my hand in hers once again and brings me back to the water. A gentle breeze roused the trees. I'm sure it must be cold. Are there any places like this in the forest? No, there aren't. This one is special. I'm happy to have someone to share it with. Her shoulder brushes against mine as she snuggles up closer to me. She really has no qualms about personal space. I still don't mind it though. This little moment is probably unfathomably important to her. And besides, it's pleasant. Abby breathed a deep, contented sigh. If eternity was like this, I wouldn't mind it so much. Like what? Not so lonely. Her words hang in the air despite their heaviness. She shifts silently beside me, standing just a little bit closer. I move my arm a little to make room. Thank you for bringing me here. I'm glad I was able to see it. I'm glad you were the one I was able to show it to. There's a tingling feeling from the back of my neck as pinprick claws scratch at it. I spin around, swatting at the air, but there's nothing there. Madison, what's wrong? I don't know. Something bit me. I feel around the back of my neck, expected to find blood. There's a wet spot, but when I put my hand back to look, there's nothing but water. And we stand there silently for a while. I try to let the tumultuous sea of emotions I've gone through these past few days wash over me. It's still hard for me to process and accept what's happening. Part of me expects that at any moment I'm going to wake up from this strange dream. Either back in the cabin with Tara, or preferably all the way back home. But that's just a small part. The rest of me knows this is real. Am I sad, angry, confused, excited? Yes. All of those things at once and more. It's all overwhelming and I don't know what to do about it. Until recently, my only thoughts regarding the future were vague, uncertainty towards the next few years. Now I'm confronting the concept of forever, an eternity like this. I turn my head just a little to look at Abigail. Her eyes are closed as she faces the pond, her face not betraying her thoughts or her feelings. She'd been alone for several times longer than I've been alive. I keep coming back to the fact. Is that what's gonna happen to me as well? The rest of time, bound to this forest? Well, not quite. Unlike her, at least I wouldn't be alone. Ooh. I won't let myself think this way, though. It's quitter's talk. I'll find a way out of this. Somehow or another, I'll convince the forest spirit to let me go. Whatever it takes. I'm sorry, Abigail. Ooh. What does she mean by that? Alright, we're gonna skip ahead again and to our next scene. Actually, we're not. Huh? I'm looking and I can't find a scene anywhere. I think they might not have put it in this build. Seriously? We can't just have a scene? Check the other folders. This isn't one of those visual novels where part of the game was actually moving files around. I'm pretty sure they're just gonna have to be patched this scene in later. Tara? Matt, you're not gonna believe what I found on this computer. Get back here. We should have this scene ready to go in an upcoming patch before too long. Thanks for your patience. Okay. Looks like you made it to the end of the demo. We hope you enjoyed the experience and that you're looking forward to the full release. I show up a lot more in the final game, so that should be all motivation you need to buy it. Morgan does as well, so you get an extra pretty face to look at too. Can you at least wait until the demo's done to thirst over a girl you just met, please? As a reward for completing the game, I'm going to go ahead and unlock the guest art gallery. You can check there to see really fantastic pieces made by a group of incredibly talented artists, including a couple of members of the studio Elon itself. I think everyone who worked on this demo possible, but given the one of them wrote me saying this would be awfully self-aggrandizing. Anyway, be sure to keep an eye on Elon's social media for updates on when you can expect the finished game, which your boy is going to do. And as always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. She said it right, y'all. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Shit. That's not even remotely how a demo works. Sorry, what's a habit? Anyway, it's time to say goodbye. For now, anyway. But Abigail, Tara, Morgan, and I are looking forward to returning in the main game. See you then. Okay. Alright. Oh. Thank you. Thanks for playing our demo. You can now access the jukebox as well as special guest in our gallery. We hope you enjoyed the sample of Heart of the Woods, but we're going to have the full game released by the end of 2018. If you liked the demo, or even if you didn't, we'd love to hear your thoughts on it. Shoot us a message on Tumblr, Twitter, or Curious Cat. We appreciate any of you of all the feedback and are especially interested in any accessibility options that you'd like to see. This demo will be occasionally updated with a newer revised asset, so be sure to follow our social media for news about those. Also, please consider adding the game to your wishlist for the store of choice so that you'll be notified as soon as the full game is available. That's cool. So it's like two different lives. Like, Tara is interested in Morgan, and Madison is interested in Abigail. That's really cool. That's really freaking cool. I love this. I love this. I freaking love this. Y'all, that was Heart of the Wood. I'm speechless. Like, it was really cool. It was a really cool freaking game, and this just a demo, and it was pretty big for it to be the demo. Like, it was like at least an hour worth of gameplay if you technically read it. It would really depend on the person reading or telling the story. And I didn't skip anything. I kept everything raw footage, because it's just, you know, it's just one of those things. And I really love visual novels. Like, I didn't realize my love for them until I played a few of them when I started doing YouTube. Like, I've just loved them. So this game is definitely something I would want to play on the channel. I'll leave the link in the description. If not, check the previous gameplays. The links will be in the description as well. And if you'd like to see more of this gameplay, there is going to be a few that's probably up in the eyes and shit. You guys can check those out and show the developers some love and support as well. You can follow them on social media and stuff, because you know your boy's going to do it. I'm gonna do it because I want to keep in touch, so I'll know exactly when this game drops, so you guys can get the full game. If you guys enjoyed it, and so far from what I'm seeing, you guys enjoy it. So thank you guys so much for watching. As always, I will see all of you guys in the next gameplay. Don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe, as Tara told you. And I will see all of you guys in the next video. I said that twice. Siphon, log it out.